not gonna stop till I get my shot. It's who I am, that is my plan. We'll end up on top. Bet on it, bet on it, bet on it, bet on it, yeah, bet on it, bet on it, bet on it, bet on me. Scarlett, two things. One, did you cut and dye your hair? And two, why are you singing High School Musical? As the answer to one, yes, I did cut and dye my hair. It's now purple and really short. And two, I'm talking about high school today. Tomorrow I am starting high school at the Toledo School for the Arts, and instead of stressing about, how school could possibly go and all the things that could go wrong, I thought instead I would give you guys, as you can tell by the title, an intro to the Toledo School for the Arts and talk to you a little bit more about how we're a little bit different from a regular high school. One of the major differences between regular high schools and the Toledo School for the Arts is that we are a school that is founded on an arts integration program, which means that we take our time and we run our school to base it around arts. There are a number of arts that you can take at the Toledo School for the Arts. The main ones are dance, music, theater, and art. And within those categories are a huge number of subdivisions. Like within dance, you can take ethnic, stage, modern. You can even take yoga under the dance category. Under theater, there's costuming and regular theater classes, along with, lighting design and stuff like that. There are a lot of different classes that you can take under each category. And we take those arts programs and integrate them into our everyday class schedules. Throughout the year, we will have days where we do nothing but art. I once meditated and drew circles in my science class. We sat on top of the tables and meditated and then practiced a technique that I can't remember, where you draw circles until you think that one is just perfect, and it's all about trying to get good texture and brush strokes, and it's very methodic. We do crazy stuff like that in class sometimes. One of the biggest questions that you will get if you go to the Toledo School for the Arts is, so do you guys take like math and science and stuff? The answer is yes. We are a high school and a middle school combined. We are a school. We are required to take history, science, English, and math almost every year of high school and junior high. It's required. It wouldn't be a school without it. It's not like we can just go for arts classes. That would be more like a summer camp or something. Another one of the things that is very different about TSA from most regular schools is, instead of having textbooks and everything be on paper, we use iPads. Now, most people, when I say iPads, they think of, Flappy Bird, and I can play a whole bunch of games on it. That's not how this goes. Our iPads are locked down with a certain number of apps on them that we can use to help us through our learning. I am one of the very few people in the school who started, I'm not sure if I started it, or if I was one of the people who thought of it in the same year. The year that we got the iPads, I decided it would be a good idea to make a little sleeve to go over the front flap of my iPad cover so that I could tell mine different from everyone else's. I have had 3 so far. I had 2 my first year and 1 my second year. My first year I had a pink one with black polka dots and a white one with a purple one with white polka dots. And last year I had a black one with little red and white designs on it. This year, to match my walls, I decided to make this one. It's just a light bluey greeny kind of color with a white bow that I decided to attach to it. In the backs of our iPads, these iPad cases are so well made. Like, these iPad cases are ridiculous. Like, people have chucked these off of 3-story buildings. People have, our tech guy, just to test it out, threw his down the elevator shaft. And the iPad inside did not break. They are made to keep our iPads durable. We have early generation iPads, which means they still have the old charging plug in them. And in the backs of our iPads, we have a little carrying strap, and then we have our school IDs. This year, our IDs are all rainbow colored, and I think that's adorable. And then we also have 2 little hooks where I will soon be attaching a strap to mine, so I can just sling it over my shoulder and call it good. Now, even though we use iPads for our school and we have these nifty little objects instead of paper, that does not mean that we don't use paper. Oh, that's another question you'll get once you figure out that we use iPads. So you'll get the question, so you guys don't have to carry around like notebooks or pencils and stuff. There are many teachers that will give you a death glare if you do not have a pencil. Even if you know for a fact that you will not be using anything involving paper that day, which you hardly will know, but if you know for some reason that you will not be using paper that day, bring a freaking pencil, okay? Like, you don't want to be that guy that has to ask every single person for a pencil until he finds someone that has an extra pencil. Bring at least one pencil. I recommend you bring more than that, and maybe a pencil sharpener if it's not a mechanical pencil. You know, just do yourself a favor and bring a freaking pencil. Other things that I have learned while being a student at the Toledo School for the Arts is don't wear heels to school 2 days in a row. We have school in a 4-story building. When you have to go from 1st to 3rd to 4th to the basement for lunch, because our cafeteria is in the basement, so we actually have a 5-story school, back to 2nd, back to 4th in a school day, you don't want to wear heels 2 days in a row. Wearing them one day, absolutely fine. I wear heels to school all the time. But do not do it 2 days in a row. Just save your feet. Give your feet a break. Another one of the things that I have learned is that you should always bring a jacket of some sort. Because some of your classes will be really hot and some of your classes will be really cold because our building did not start out as a school. It started out as a car showroom, like house. We have a freight elevator that can fit full-sized cars in it. But bring a jacket because some of the floors are cold and some of the floors are warm. Especially on the first day of school, bring a jacket because you never know what classes will be freezing on the first day and you want to be able to pay attention to the syllabus. The main and last thing that I can recommend as a student at TSA to any other TSA students that may be watching, double, triple check that you have turned your homework in. Because if you turn your homework in on this iPad and you're like, oh, it totally went through on Schoology, right? That's fine. And you don't check, there is a huge chance that something with your Wi-Fi or the school's service or your iPad or Schoology or any number of other things can make it so that your homework did not actually get turned in. And it is the worst experience. So if you're watching this like once school's already started, do yourself a favor. Double check that you turned in your homework. Double check that you have those syllabuses turned in because I know syllabi turned in because I know that you really don't want to start off with an F this year. And my parting words will be this. Don't take any high school too seriously. Don't think that you have to be the popular kid and you have to have A+, 100% on every assignment in order to get into a good college, you know? Don't stress about high school, especially not in freshman year. Believe it or not, I am a straight A student. I am a straight A student, but believe it or not, I actually ended physical science last year with a B. Mostly that's because one of our science teachers at TSA is not very good. But that's also just because I didn't understand the material very well. But you know, that's not gonna look horrible on my permanent record. You know, a B, I still had amazing grades the rest of the year. And as long as you put in enough effort, you should get a good grade on your homework no matter what, and your tests. So just don't stress out too much, because I know I've done that, and don't let yourself take it too seriously. I hope you guys enjoyed this video as an intro to the Toledo School for the Arts, and I hope you guys will enjoy my video that will be posted on Thursday for you guys about my first day of school. So I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.